What is the secret to improvisation in West Coast Swing? How do those people on YouTube create all those cool things to the music? In this video, I'm going to give you a 5-step process to improv your West Coast Swing. My name is Brian B., West Coast Swing in Line. You might know that. So the first things first, as silly as this sounds, is you have to know your basics. Because in the beginning, most of the improvisation is going to come through the easier patterns. So I know that we see the cool stuff, but your first attempt at improving and moving around is going to be within those basics, the push, pass, and the whip. That's step number 1. That's what we're going to attack. Number 2 is to think about West Coast Swing in 2-beat increments. Here's why. I can start to improv within those 2 beats. I'm going to give you a couple examples. As the leader walking back in West Coast Swing, I have 1 2-beat increment, triple, 2-beat increment, triple, 2-beat increment. So if I know I have 2 beats to be back on my right foot, that gives me 2 beats to get back on my right foot. I don't have to do just the basic pattern. So number 1 is know my basics. Number 2 is start to think in those 2-beat increments. If I think from the follower's standpoint, same thing. 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, right? I can improv 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 within those 2-beat increments. Number 3, and this is the big thing, is I have to be dancing to the music, not the pattern. What does that mean? In the beginning, we're counting patterns. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. But later we do what I call counting straight 8s. It's the secret to musicality, where I'll be the follower just dancing sugar pushes. But I'm going to count the music, not the pattern. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2. Now, if that is mind-bending to you, you'll want to watch this video up here. It's the secret to musicality for West Coast Swing, where I go in depth in that. But number 3 is I have to be dancing to the music. So now when I'm counting those 8 beats as the follower, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2. What I'm counting in my head is the music, which is going 8 beats to 8 beats to 8 beats. So now I've disconnected my brain from having to think about my patterns, which is why I have to know my basics, I have to think in 2-beat increments, and I have to be dancing to the music, not just the beat of the pattern. Then number 4 comes to, I have to really know the song. So all those cool kids on YouTube, they dance weekend after weekend to a lot of the same songs. So this is where building up your repertoire of understanding the music to know where things might happen in the music. You can simply do this by listening to a ton of music in your car, listening to the most popular songs you like to dance to. The friends of mine that are the best improv West Coast Swing dancers listen to a ton of music. So when we get to step 5, which is actually trying things within and improving within the patterns, you don't have to think about your basics. You don't have to think about where you're going to put them. You don't have to think about the music, and you know the song. Everyone likes to skip those 4 steps and get to step number 5, which Megan wrote down on my list as try things and don't worry about looking stupid. So you have to try things. Now, what can you try? Let's talk about leaders 2-beat increments. I can try things on my walk with my footwork, right? I can do different things with my footwork. I can do different things with my body. I can do things with level changes, and then I can do things with angles. So your kind of 4 main buckets are things that I can do with my footwork, right? We might teach these things in class. Kick, ball, change instead of a walk. Number 2, I have to get comfortable with moving my body with things. So I don't have to go walk, triple step. I can just use my body, walk, triple step, and use my body. Another thing I can do is play with my levels high and low. You might do a triple step that comes high, and then something that goes back down low. So playing with your levels, and then my favorite is just using angles of your body. So instead of everything being square on a side pass, I can start to use angles to my body. Something as simple as if I'm walking forward, I don't have to walk square. I can walk my right side over my right foot. I can overwalk my right side of my right foot. I can underwalk in contra body movement. So to recap, know your basics, Think in 2-beat increments. We have a video here I'll share on 2-beat increments on YouTube. Know the music. Up in the corner of the description below is our how to count straight 8 so you can separate your patterns from the music. Number 4 is you have to master the music itself. You have to become a music nerd and understand the things. Number 5 is try things. Try things with your footwork, your body movement, your levels, and your angles within those 2-beat increments. So I have 2 beats to change my footwork, 2 beats to change my body, 2 beats to change my levels, 2 beats to change my angles. Play within those 2-beat increments and you will start to improv your West Coast swing at a level you never have before. If you want a cool video we did on some styling options, you can watch this here. And if you want maybe the coolest thing we've ever created to help you level up your West Coast swing from beginner to advanced, you'll want our Dance Mastery membership right here. It's 14 days. We have an app in the App Store and Google Play. You can save your favorites, create playlists, ask questions on the videos, everything you need to know about musicality, styling, spins and turns and patterns and 5 different levels. Check it out here, and we'll see you improving on a dance floor soon.